Hello, hello. Happy to have you back. We are going to be reviewing Chapter 31 of Beastars, A Shocking Pink Ambition. I'm excited. So, our new goal for today is to get through Volume 4 and on to Volume 5 before the day is over. So, let's just jump right into it. So, right off the bat, I noted before how I knew how the ghetto was called the back alley market or black alley market, something like that. This is where the retcon happens, where because I thought it was odd it was being referred to as ghetto from before, but it was a mistranslation by Paru Itagaki. So this is where the retcon happens right here, and she changes the name. So I think that's good. It sounds a lot more distinct and classy than calling it the ghetto. So that's good. So moving on to the chapter. Where are we right now? Ah, so it looks like we have Louis and Haru hanging out with each other. A couple under the shade of a tree. Alright, your hand's all fixed. I'm glad that you came for me. Ah, okay, so this picks up like uh, um, right after Louis' confrontation with Bill, the tiger, after he got scratched and stuff. And most notably, Louis has a gun, so I can't unsee that now, and apparently he carries it around with him. It's literally in his back pocket right now. So does he? He's talking to Haru strapped. I'm gonna be wondering that in every interaction he has with the animal. Like he's just strapped now. I can't. This series. Anyway, you better be. The garden isn't your private rest area, you know. Huh? So it's just for me and Legacy then. The shade. Why is he upset? Didn't I tell you he's a platonic friend? I don't want you saying his name, okay? Anyway, how'd you even get that scratch? A kitty cat was fawning over me. I love Louis' sass. He just doesn't even acknowledge Bill. Like he tried to pull something and he put him in his place. And now he just throws shade at Bill. Like discreetly. Alright, so do you get in a fight with the carnivore? I keep telling you to stop. Oh, he grabs her and hugs her. He's like, quit nagging. I'm just worried about you. You're trying to become a Beastar, so I don't want you getting hurt from some stupid fight. Shh, quiet. I love the way she acts. So, okay, so Louis does have some affection for Haru here. Okay, because he didn't seem like he did at first. But he keeps going back to Haru, so he does find comfort in her. But he's not gonna be with Haru because he has a whatchamacallit, a fiance already lined up for him. So it's unlikely. Man, that kinda sucks. So moving on. Her heart rate was fast. So he's still thinking about it. Okay, so I find it interesting. So Haru knows about Louis' ambition to become the Beastar, right? Actually, nah, I'll save that. I'll save that for later. I'll talk about that later on. Alright, so he's thinking about it and how Haru bandaged his hand. I heard Legosi, he's skulking in the shadows. I heard about what Bill did to you. Louis like, this wolf. I hope he didn't leave any scars. Don't compare my hand to your back. Isn't there something else you've been meaning to tell me? He's so confrontational. Careful, Legacy. Louis carries a gun, apparently. Oh, actually, that is a nice call. They're all connected by Bill now, ironically enough. Now they both have scars. They both have stripes. You've been looking at me like a stalker, and I'm sick of it. What's your problem? If you have something to say, then say it, Legosi replies. I have nothing to say. For now. Hey, this is getting too crazy. What's wrong with them? Legosi's in horror mode again. Are they friends or are they not? They're not. Bill says that. What did Louis say? He told Legosi to stop stalking him, I think. Man, these two are standoffish right now. They were semi-friendly with each other before. Kinda. But now that Haru's involved, they're both in male mode, um, trying to mark their territory. Don't concern yourselves with personal affairs that I don't involve the club. Now it's time for practice. I'll just tell you all that lately Drama Club has been very lacking in unity. The Meteor Festival is coming soon. Any actor who makes the slightest mistake during the performance will be immediately assigned to equipment duty. Very lacking in unity. Alright, so Louis all about himself. He definitely has charisma, but when he's like this, like, because we've all, like, I don't know, I won't say we all, but I've definitely worked with people who have been like this. I have also been like this before with Louis' attitude, so I can see where he's coming from. But no one wants to work around someone like this. Like, it's all attitude and no charm, right? So it's no wonder people are going to be like less than enthused to do their job. So yeah, that's something he can work on as a leader. Even if he has like status already, his perception, how these people, his peers, view him, that actually is important. Especially if he wants to become a Beastar, because I'm gonna go ahead and guess that that's not a title that can just be acquired by having being born into a high status or money. You actually have to be acknowledged by people. And I don't know if it's a democracy or if they vote for the next Beastar. They have to vote for it, I'm pretty sure. That would make the most sense. So if it's peer based, then most definitely. Alright, so let's see. Let's continue. Geez, how am I supposed to clear away the tension? This character right here, she seems important. She's a cheetah. No, what's this? Juno comes in, she's like, sorry I'm late. See, she comes in all bubbly, smiling with flowers and stuff. These are the same lights that appear whenever Haru and Legoshi are in the same scene, so, attention on her spotlight. So I guess this is to, like, kind of capture her radiance. All eyes are on her now. Come on, Juno, you're supposed to text Shira when you're late. Sorry, there was a sloth who wanted to go to the restroom, so I needed to carry her there. Well, it was a sloth. Juno, I'm not even surprised. Oh, but it doesn't excuse me for being late. Sorry, I want to clean the training hall after school. Sorry, Louis. I like how the attitude in the room just kind of like changed when when Juno came in. Everyone was kind of like mopey and down, especially the atmosphere was kind of gloomy in there, but Juno's presence kind of like perked everybody up. Something that Louis isn't doing. Because, it's more of a chore when he's talking to him. And we kind of got that when they were at the Meteor Festival, just working on their dinosaur project. How Louis just kind of just roams about. Let's see what she says. I forgot her name, but let's see what she says. The cheetah. Juno's been working hard lately. Good work today. Oh, these are flashbacks. I'm not really getting the rhythm right. Can you practice with me? Oh, so she's befriending. Okay, so she's becoming much more sociable. She's befriending everyone now. That's good. She's been acting very inclusive and cheerful with the animals around her. Okay, another flashback. We did great. Yeah, okay, so that's how you do it. So proud of Juno. From the first chapter where we met her when she was getting bullied, if she keeps this up, she's gonna make a name for herself. Because, positivity attracts positive people. Like, if you have that natural charisma, people would want to follow you and like listen to you. They look up to you like as a natural leader. And Juno's a carnivore as well, right? But she's a female. So I'd imagine, I wonder if these aren't all females here. These are males and females. So if she's attracting attention like this, that would give her like more influence and stuff around the school. And she has the natural strength of a carnivore as well, so that is actually indispensable to Juno. That's actually a really important tool. But all she's interested in is Legoshi, so I wonder if she's doing this for Legoshi. Just the same way that Legoshi's going through changes. because you know he's been sexually awakened by Haru. I keep calling it that because that's what it is. He's been sexually awakened. He's going through changes right now. I wonder if the same thing is applying for Juno, because she was interested in Legosi. You know, like how is he? What does he like? I want to see. Oh, Legosi. Okay, so she finally noticed it. I saw the dinosaur in the plaza. It was really pretty. The stage crew is doing their best, so we actors are gonna do our best with our dancing practice. We're very inspired. Good, good. Everyone notices it. She's only looking at Legosi. This is Bear here. I love Honey. Where did he come from? Oh, wait. He was in like the first chapter in the cover page. He's kind of in the background now that... Actually, yeah, he's kind of in the background all the time. A bear. Wait a minute. He doesn't... Okay, so he's like a background character. Okay. Legosi is really oblivious. He has no idea. Like, he's kind of a fool. So, well, if he's never been flirted with, you know, his first, like, his only experience with this is a literal advance that was hard to ignore. So if his own species, especially, is flirting with them, I wouldn't blame him for really not noticing it. Because there are people like this. Myself included. Let's see. The Meteor Festival is the biggest event of the summer, so why don't we give it our all? You're all doing stretches. Get into pairs. Is Louis saying that? Don't try to take our Juno all to yourself, okay? What? All for myself? Juno brought all the members together. Louis thinking, yes, she did, Louis. That's what happens when you're not an asshole. While males were fighting each other, the females got smarter. She's got a different kind of charisma than you do. Okay, so everyone else notices it too. I like that we get outside opinions from other characters, you know, because as we read along, they notice what we notice and they comment on it. So it's not just up in the air for interpretation. It's like, yeah, this is happening. Louis just got upstaged. They love Juno. And it's framed perfectly because Louis over here looking derpy on his own, while as Juno, she's uniting people. Beastar material, if I must say so myself. Both herbivores and carnivores, which is actually the role of the Beastar. So, charisma. I see. Females have it easy. Flowers have no problem attracting followers. That's kind of sexist, but it's kind of an observation, you know, based on the reality that he lives in. Like if you like, I'm not saying all, but it's a biological fact that if you have a great personality, you're sociable, and you just so happen to have looks as well as talent, you are gonna attract people easier. You're gonna have an easier time making friends. Things are just gonna come easier to you just because of how you were born. And you know, I'm not saying like Juno's born perfect. Like she has flaws that I pointed out before, but they don't seem too big at the moment. But I'm saying, like, if you work at something, because she wasn't like this before. When we met her, she was a little bit reserved, right? But she's actually breaking out of her shell a little bit and actually actively trying to change herself for the better so she can get noticed and attract Legosi. There's nothing wrong with that. But what Louis said, it sounds sexist, but it's kind of true, you know? But at the same time, Louis attractive as well. He comes from a place of influence, prestige, has good looks, has the money, has the smarts. He is smart, has a brain, he's articulate, and I see he's getting kind of jealous of Juno just because she's a female. So there's not a lot of basis for him saying that, even if it is true. So, moving on, I guess we're further in time where she's actually cleaning the stage off. She's singing, falling in love. I'm falling in love with you, lovely Safari. Juno, you're still cleaning? Okay, Louis still there? Hello. Hey. You need to at least turn on the lights if you're cleaning. One spotlight isn't enough for the room. Wolves are nocturnal, so we find dark places to become comfortable. Right, you are a wolf. That's not all. Oh, so does Louis... Okay, so Louis... Did he not... Okay, he knows she's a wolf, but I guess he kind of didn't acknowledge it like he does with Legacy just because she's a female wolf, maybe? I don't know. So I guess that's just him saying he forgot about their nocturnal vision. That's how I interpret it, at least. We have two actor team members in a dark room under spotlight. Louis, could you help me with my practice? We're alone for the first time. Fine. This actually looks like a familiar scene. Hold up. Now that I think about it, it's a callback. I think this might be a callback to chapter 1. When Legacy and Els were in one of the practice rooms together, you know, and it was kind of a sinister atmosphere. This doesn't have a sinister atmosphere to it, not really at least, because essentially there are two stars in the room right now. Like, I don't know, the shadows give it kind of not so much a creepy atmosphere, it's kind of ominous, I guess. Let's see how it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Ah, that's not right. I see, she's quite cunning. Am I too fast? No. You're too rough. Your movements can charm the spectators, but you need to prioritize harmony with your surroundings. Give me your hand. Oh? Well, I'm sure the males will be happy to see you focus on having fun with dancing. Not that there's any reason you should aim for that. Wow. Louis has, like, no tact. That's kind of a mean thing to say, because she, just like with Legacy, took the time to, he took the initiative to help her practice, whereas this time around, she's asking Louis to help her practice. Louis's not a carnivore, nor a gray wolf, so I wonder how Juno's gonna respond to this, right? Because, at the moment, we don't have what Juno's perception of Louis right now. And these comments, I wonder if she has some bite in her, because Haru wouldn't take this laying down at all. Louis' low-key racism and rude remarks, let's say. What's that supposed to mean? Oh, sorry, I wasn't trying to be sexist. It's okay. I noticed. Hey, you hate me, don't you, Louis? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's happening? No. Okay, so Juno pins him against the ground. This is interesting. Okay, so Juno actually has some fight in her. Careful, Juno, he's actually strapped. Let's see. You hate all carnivores. So she did notice. What are you doing? Are you trying to sneak a kiss on me? No, of course not. If I were to kiss you right now, I wouldn't be able to stop myself from eating you alive, and I don't want that. I like Legacy, not you. This is a declaration of war, Louis. Okay. I'm really happy to see this development from Juno of all people. I wouldn't have expected this because... Actually, yeah, I wouldn't have expected this from Juno at all, but first appearances are just deceiving in this universe that they're in the Beastars universe. So, what's she declaring war over? Because unlike Legacy, this is something Legacy wouldn't do, and I like the contrast between the two. Like, Juno's the polar opposite of Legacy. Honestly, I think these two would work wonderfully together. I'm not trying to ship them or anything, but, you know, the potential for them being a couple is there. But, you know, Legacy's attention isn't on Juno right now. It's on Haru. So I find it really interesting how she's using not only her carnivorous strength, her natural strength, being born a carnivore, and her feminine charm to kind of like subdue Louis right here. Because look at her. Look how she starts. How she has him pinned, right? And then you see her like kind of like spread out, kind of like spread Louis's legs. This is quite sexual, but it's tasteful though, in a way, because it's supposed to show like her dominance, her superiority of being born how she is, and she's using both her feminine charm, her femininity, and her natural strength. That's actually wonderful to see. So what's she declaring war over? I will be the next Beastar. Okay. Oh, I like how it comes together. That makes so much sense. I will create a peaceful era for carnivores and legacy. Oh, I will create a peaceful era for carnivores and legacy will be mine. Okay, so she's claiming them right now. Even the most beautiful rose has its thorns. The beautiful Juno reveals her grand ambition. That is actually a huge ambition. To be the next Beastar. If Juno keeps going the way she is, like so she already has the spotlight because she's another Grey Wolf at school. She's building her influence by being more involved, more sociable. I like how earlier parts of this chapter just come together and make sense to explain Juno's change here, right? Because she says this is her ambition because she's experienced bullying firsthand, and I like how it makes sense that she would want to be the Beastar. We don't have her full reasoning on it, but we have small snippets. It's not just for legacy, but it's to create peace for carnivores because from the previous chapters when a devouring happened, it just happened to be two gray wolves and a couple hyenas that did it. She experienced bullying, so that's a actually reasonable thing to want to do, to actually actively create change within your society by becoming the beacon of hope that carnivores and herbivores look to, you know. And we saw it before when, like, just how Juno brought the drama club actors and members together in unity. She can apply that when she tries to become the Beastar. If she becomes the Beastar, people actively want to follow her because she's leading like by example. So that's pretty awesome. I want to see what she has to say, and I also like how she's really self-aware. Another thing I want to note: how Legacy has that killer instinct, to like eat herbivore flesh or whatever. Juno is fully aware of her own killer instinct. That's not to say that she's eaten meat before, don't know that, but I'm saying, like, she's well aware that if she were to kiss Louis, it'll trigger her natural instincts to eat him. Whereas Legacy, just like what Gawain was talking about, Legacy doesn't know what the heck he's talking about. So my thing is, if he were to get closer to Haru, would that trigger his natural instincts to just eat her on the spot, right? Juno even acknowledges that she wouldn't even be able to stop herself if it happened. So that just all but and she's a female though, right? So that all but confirms that if Legacy gets closer to Haru the way he is now, Haru is dead, straight up. And mind you, Juno doesn't even want Louis dead. She probably just doesn't like him very much. So I love to see this, the self-awareness coming from this character. And I love to see Louis in this position as well. He is very much not in control at the moment. She could do this is what she's saying, she could do anything she wants to him. And there's nothing he could do about it. He's a trapped little fawn right now. I freaking love this. This is great. So, that is the end of the chapter. Juno wants to be the Beastar. The next Beastar. So, I'm excited to get to the next one. I will see you during chapter 32. Comment, rate, subscribe if you want to. Do what you want. Same old, same old. And genuinely, let me know your thoughts about this. It's an interesting discussion that's happening right now. Alright, bye now. I'll see you then.